students, welcome to the second video of inverse trigonometric function. In previous video we had seen the definition of inverse trigonometric function, right? How to define inverse trigonometric function. Then we had also seen the range and domain of inverse trigonometric function. Then we had also discussed about the principal values of inverse trigonometric function, how to define the principal value. Okay, what do we mean by principal value of inverse trigonometric function? Now let us see the list of or table for principal values of x. So in this table, as you can see, in first table principal value for x greater than or equal to 0 and principal values for x less than 0 it is given. Okay, for x greater than or equal to 0 and for x less than 0. So for sine inverse x, okay, if x is greater than 0, okay, in that case principal value lies between 0 to pi by 2. For x less than 0, principal values lies minus pi by 2 to 0. Okay, so range for this value for sine inverse x, range will be a minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, as you can see in this graph, for 0 less than equal to sine inverse x less than equal to pi by 2. Okay, if it is 0, right, if sine is 0 degree, then value is 0. If sine is pi by 2 means 90 degree, then value is 1. Okay, so values means domain is minus 1 and 1. Okay, similarly when sine is minus pi by 2, then value is minus 1. When sine is 0, then value is 0. So domain is minus 1 to 1 and range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now see the graph when 0, see this point, when angle is 0, then value is 0. When angle is pi by 2 here, then value is 1 here, right, this value, this point, okay, this point. So similarly when angle is minus pi by 2, then value is minus 1. Okay, so graph will be like this. So for 0 less than equal to sine inverse x less than equal to pi by 2, graph is like this. Okay, and for minus pi by 2 less than equal to sine inverse x less than 0, graph is like this. Okay, so once again, principal value for x greater than or equal to 0 and x less than 0. So for x greater than or equal to 0, this term 0 less than equal to sine inverse x less than equal to pi by 2. For less than 0 means negative value to 0. Okay, here range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, this angle lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and value will be minus 1 to 1. Okay, now see the graph, when x is 0, when angle is 0, okay, when angle is 0, value is 0. When angle is pi by 2, value is 1. When angle is minus pi by 2, then value is minus 1. So we get a graph like this. Okay, this is for sine inverse x. Now see principal value for cos inverse x. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, cos inverse x will lies between 0 less than equal to cos inverse x less than equal to pi by 2. And when x is less than 0, then pi by 2 less than cos inverse x less than equal to pi. Okay. Now for this principal values, range is 0 to pi, right? Smallest value, smallest angle is 0, highest angle is pi. So range is 0 to pi. And when cos is 0, then value is 1. When cos is pi, then value is minus 1. So domain is minus 1 to 1. Okay. Now see, for 0 value is 1. Okay. For 0 value is 1. Then for pi by 2 value is 0. Then for pi value is minus 1. For pi by 2 value is 0. Right? For pi value is minus 1. So graph will be like this. Okay. Now let us see the principal value for tan inverse x. So tan inverse x, for x greater than equal to 0, it lies between 0 and pi by 2. For x less than 0, it lies between minus pi by 2 to 0. Okay. So range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, like sin inverse x. Okay. Then value will be minus pi to pi. Okay. Value means domain. So domain will be minus pi to pi. Now minus pi to pi. So when it is 0, then it will be a 0. When it is pi by 2, then it will be a tan inverse. Pi by 2 is not defined. Okay. So it will be like this graph. Okay. So graph for tan inverse x is like this. Then let us see cot inverse x. So principal values for cot inverse x lies between 0 to pi by 2. And when x is less than 0, then it is lies between pi by 2 to pi. So range for cot inverse x is 0 to pi. Okay. And domain value is minus pi to pi. Okay. Then graph will be just opposite of tan inverse x. So it will be like this. Okay. By plotting values, we get graph like this. Now principal value for sec inverse x. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, sec inverse x lies between 0 to pi by 2. When x is less than 0, then sec inverse x lies between pi by 2 to pi. Okay. Then range will be 0 to pi by 0 to pi, right? And domain will be minus pi to minus 1. Okay. And 1 to x. Okay. There is a break. So it is a union of these two values. Then for cosec, principal value is 0 to pi by 2. Right? When x is greater than 0, when x is less than 0, then it will lies between minus pi by 2 to 0. Okay. And range will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And domain will be minus pi minus 1, then union with 1x. So this is the principal value, range and domain and also graph of inverse trigonometric function. Now let us start with properties of inverse trigonometric function. In this chapter, principal value, then properties are the very important part. Okay. So now properties of inverse trigonometric function. So very first property is sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta for minus pi by 2 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi by 2. Okay, this is the range of sin inverse. So for this range, sin inverse sin theta is simply theta. So now let's see the proof. So proof of this property, first let us consider this part as x. Okay, so let us consider this sin theta is equal to x. That means theta is equal to sin inverse x, right? From the definition of inverse trigonometric function, right? I am assuming this sin theta as x. If sin theta is equal to x, that means theta is equal to sin inverse x, right? But x is what? X is sin theta only, right? So that means by substituting x, we get sin inverse sin theta, right? So hence we get sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta. Okay, proof is very simple. Once again, I am taking this term sin theta. So let this sin theta is equal to x. Okay, if sin theta is equal to x, then by the definition of inverse trigonometric function, theta is equal to sin inverse x, right? Theta will be a sin inverse x, but this x can be substituted as sin theta. So sin inverse sin theta. Okay, so finally we get sin inverse sin theta, that is equal to sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta, hence the proved, right? Now similarly we can prove that cos inverse cos theta is also equal to theta for range 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. Tan inverse tan theta is also equal to theta for minus pi upon 2 less than theta less than pi upon 2. Then cot inverse cot theta is equal to theta for range 0 less than theta less than pi. Then cosec inverse cosec theta is equal to theta for range minus pi upon 2 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi upon 2, and cosec inverse cosec theta is equal to theta for range 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. Okay, and opposite of this, we also have opposite of this, means sin inverse x, that is also equal to x. Okay, similarly we can prove this also, sin inverse x is equal to x. So sin inverse x equal to x, cos inverse x equal to x, tan inverse x equal to x, cot inverse x equal to x, cosec inverse x equal to x, and sec inverse x equal to x. Okay, so in first property is all about sin inverse of sin theta, that is equal to theta, or we can say that sin inverse x is equal to x. Okay, this is the first property, and this is true for all trigonometric ratios. Okay, so first property is clear. First property is sine inverse of sine theta is equal to theta, or sine of sine inverse x equal to x, and this is true for all trigonometric ratios. So second property is cosec inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. Cosec inverse x is sine inverse 1 upon x. Sec inverse x is cos inverse 1 upon x. Cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 upon x. Okay, so that means, let's see the proof. Cosec inverse x, let's consider cosec inverse x as theta. So if cosec inverse x equal to theta, then from the definition of inverse trigonometric function, we can say that cosec theta equal to x. So cosec theta is equal to x means 1 upon sine theta is equal to x upon 1, right? 1 upon sine theta, because cosec theta is 1 upon sine theta. So 1 upon sine theta is equal to x upon 1. Now by invertendo of both sides, we get sine theta is equal to x upon 1, right? Since 1 upon sine theta is equal to x upon 1, so from that we can get sine theta is equal to 1 upon x. So that means theta is equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. Okay, so finally what we are getting? We are getting cosec inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. Okay, so cosec inverse x is sine inverse 1 upon x. Similarly, second one, let sec inverse x is equal to theta. That means x equal to sine theta, x equal to sec theta. Sec theta means 1 upon cos theta, right? So x upon 1 is equal to 1 upon cos theta, and therefore cos theta is equal to 1 upon x. So cos theta is equal to 1 upon x means theta is equal to cos inverse 1 upon x, and therefore sec inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 upon x. Okay, then cot inverse, let us see for cot inverse. So similar proof, cot inverse x, consider this as theta. Then apply the inverse trigonometric function definition. So by using the definition, we get x equal to cot theta. Now cot theta means 1 upon tan theta. This is not cot, this is tan. 1 upon tan theta. So 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon tan theta. So from that we are getting tan theta is equal to 1 upon x. And finally we get theta is equal to tan inverse 1 upon x. Okay. So cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 upon x. Similarly, we can prove that sine inverse x is cosec inverse 1 upon x, cos inverse x is sec inverse 1 upon x, and cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 upon x. So second property is all about sine inverse x, that is equal to cosec inverse 1 upon x. Okay, and similarly cosec inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. Okay, sine inverse x is cosec inverse 1 upon x, cosec inverse x is sine inverse 1 upon x, and this one is true for cos inverse x, which is equal to sec inverse 1 upon x. Similarly, sec inverse x is cos inverse 1 upon x. Then tan inverse x is cot inverse 1 upon x, and cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 upon x. Okay. So this is proof for all the trigonometric ratios. So first and second property clear. So with this I am concluding this video. So thank you students.